So Dan Ives from Wedbush, I'm sure you know who he is already. He is very optimistic, very bullish on a number of positions that we talk about on this channel, including Tesla, Palantir and Nvidia. He is the guy that wears very, very out there, very bright and colourful outfits. I really like what he has to say, and he has appeared on CNBC twice recently talking about Tesla, once on the 22nd and once on the 29th. Now, he has been bullish on Tesla for quite a while, but recently it seems as though he has been doubling down. He is seeing a switch take place. So instead of you having to go away and watch both of those clips and think about what he said, I will summarize all of it for you. He thinks that Tesla's recovery story has now begun. We have the Q2 delivery numbers coming up this week, and he believes that they might not be the best numbers ever, but they will be the mark of the end of the worst that we've seen, especially when it comes to China's numbers. He thinks that onwards from this point, after the delivery numbers, things should start looking very different. He mentioned that the robo-taxi event, which is of course coming up very, very soon on the 8th of August, should start a big run-up in Tesla stock for the second half of 2024. He talks about how EV demand, generally speaking, has been a little bit soft recently globally, but he said that we are now not really seeing price cuts happen anymore in terms of Tesla. We are seeing a stabilization. We are seeing China demand starting to pick up, which I actually spoke about in a recent episode about how the data is now showing us that the sales in China, we count that by registrations, is now looking very positive. It's on the upward movement. He spoke about what could happen in the political landscape of America, and he actually said that he thinks that a Trump presidency would be very, very bullish for Tesla, but it would be quite negative for the overall EV picture. So let me know what you think about that in the comments below. He said something that I absolutely agree with, and that is that Tesla is the most undervalued AI play currently in the market. And I couldn't agree with that more if I tried. I spoke about this recently in a video that I made, and that video, I'll leave it linked on the screen now. That came out Saturday just gone, and it was focused on Optimus. But even if you take Optimus, or you take the robo-taxi platform, or you just take their AI that they currently have in the company, whatever aspect of Tesla that you look at, you know, they are undervalued. The intrinsic value of the company is way higher than what we are seeing in the stock price right now. And I think that will only, it will only be undervalued for a matter of time. At some point, the market will naturally catch up. But yeah, I do agree. And, in that video that I've just told you about, I was looking at the numbers associated with Optimus, and it got absolutely insane very, very quickly. So if you do want to watch that, watch it here now on the screen. But I do agree with him. I do think that Tesla is the most undervalued AI company in the market, because a lot of people are not thinking that it's even an AI company. People are still stuck in the idea that it is a car company, let alone a tech company, let alone a software company, let alone a leader in real-world AI. And he went on to say that the AI portion of Tesla's business is worth $1 to $2 trillion alone. Now, I know what he means, and I know that he's saying Tesla's AI is really, really valuable. But to me, the AI is so integrated across Tesla's business areas, and it will be moving forward as well. It's kind of hard to separate that and just say that Tesla's AI is worth this and this is worth this, because, their vehicles are robots on wheels. It's FSD, a massive use case of real world AI. Optimus will be, you know what I'm saying? AI is very integrated across Tesla. But again, I agree with him that the AI at Tesla is some of the best real-world AI that is currently being seen. And then in one of the interviews, he went on to say that he thinks Tesla stock could double in the next 12 to 18 months. And if you know what the robo-taxi platform could do for Tesla's market cap, you do start to understand how this is actually possible. And then people would say, well, robo-taxis are definitely not going to impact Tesla for another 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I think we are getting closer than what people think. But, even let's just remove robo-taxis. Let's remove Optimus. Let's remove robo-taxis. Could the stock still double in the next 1 year or 2 year time period? I do think so. Obviously, the car portion of Tesla is very dependent on the macro situation, who's going to be in the lead in terms of the president in America. There's going to be many, many influencing factors. But even so, I do think it's possible. But personally, I don't like to try and say what Tesla stock will be worth in 1 year. I'm thinking way longer term than that. So I'm happy just to keep buying at this point for sure. Then the interviewer referenced an article, And it was this one here, and it says the Tesla internal data shows company has slashed at least 14% of their workforce this year. So having a look at some key points here, Tesla internal records viewed by CNBC suggest the company employs just over 121,000 people, and this includes temporary workers. As of the end of December, Tesla had 140,473 employees worldwide, according to a filing, a number that includes hourly and salaried workers. CEO Elon Musk said in April that Tesla would be cutting more than 10% of its global workforce. So it showed that he's followed through on that statement, and, going by these numbers from what CNBC have seen in data, they have actually cut the workforce back by 14%. I believe that article goes on to say that Tesla hasn't actually made a comment on this, so whether or not, 14% is the exact amount, or it's more like 17 or more like 9%, who really knows the exact number, but I definitely think work layoffs have happened across the Tesla business. And Dan Ives made a similar comment as to what I would say on this, and that is that Elon Musk and Tesla are just reacting to what's happening in the world, and they are doing what they need to do. They're being proactive to make sure that they are not spending too money when they are bringing less money in. They're looking at what's happening globally in terms of EV sales. Like Dan said earlier, they have been a little bit soft recently, so it makes sense to cut back, save some money, and actually make sure that the people that you do have working for you are being productive and adding to the business. So do let me know what you think about this in the comments below, and let me know if you think that Tesla stock could double in the next 12 to 18 months. If you want to watch these episodes ad-free, get exclusive and extended content and a bunch of other perks, become an insider of the Inner Circle Vault. Link in the description.